Asked the guard for the best place to stay. Quitch didn't fancy him but flirted anyway. Crossed the bridge without further delay. It's good to be in the city of the harsh highway. We find ourselves in Yatta. The trail here was not too far. We didn't plan to be in Yatta, but here we are. Oh yay, oh yay. Despite Greg's worries, we agreed to stay here overnight. With walls and towers tall and strong, it really is a sight. A mighty city with much to admire. Let's stop and take a rest in Dyson Desire.
Anyway, if you just head over this wonderful bridge and enjoy everything that Yatta has to offer.
Yes, we still don't know where the fish out of water is, sorry.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Point us in the direction, that would be most appreciated.
Excellent, yes, no, absolutely. It's actually, as you go through the gates, it's the building immediately on your left, sir.
Oh, wow, that's very convenient. Thank you.
It's very convenient for everyone, yes, sir.
Fucking hell, I hope Ray makes a return. Can we add him to the party?
Oh, yes, sir, I love a good party, sir. Me and Bobby are always there, yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Raymondson.
Yeah, no, that was my father. My name is Raymond Rainson.
Oh, that was it. Yes. Say thanks to Bobby for us as well.
Oh, will do. Bobby Gatwick is a wonderful guard. Yes.
Bob.
Oh, fucking hell. Where's Slough Crawlington?
Right. Should we get pub, lads? Pub?
Oh, yes.
Derek, pint?
Yep. Oh, definitely. And my name is definitely
Quinch?
Derek.
Yes, let's go get a tipple to see if they've
Yep.
got any local cocktails.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
What
does it look like? The pig and ball bearing, whatever, the fish out of water.
Pig and ball bearing.
Please save that, and can we use that later on?
I was just about to say, write that down for next city. So obviously, first and foremost, you make your. So Ray dropped you off on the western side of the bridge. In front of you is this very well constructed. I mean, it's not a dunkel. Don't get excited. It's not a dunkel, but it's a very sturdy, well made bridge. It's quite wide again because it's part of the trail. Because you get people coming through here. This is quite wide, built for sort of carts and whatnot to make their way through. And so it takes you a fair while to get to the other side. This is no quick walk. Again, it probably takes you another sort of 10 minutes or something like that to get to the other side of the bridge.
Greg, do you want to use your haste?
You are travelling over the river Desserin, and it's quite quite a powerful river. This is quite a big old body of water. If you were to fall in, you'd be washed away fairly quickly and fairly easily. You eventually make your way to the other side, and there's another gate the other side, some more guards. These don't necessarily give you the same sort of treatment because clearly you've been through two layers of guards to get to this point. So they sort of just wave you through.
Did they though?
Well, I mean, if you want to talk to one of them, but I feel like we've had enough of Bobby, Ray, and Gavin.
We'll need names, won't we? We'll need.
What, of these guards?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gavin, I've just said that's canon.
Yeah.
There's four
and Laurie.
guards. Laurie, Gavin, Laurie,
Yeah.
Jamie.
One of them, Jamie, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Michael.
Jamie's son.
So they just give you
in jokes, the best type of jokes that no one else will get.
Yeah, you're good at a podcast.
Yeah.
They give you a unique nod and allow you to walk on through. And as soon as you get the other side of the gate, it's remarkable. Like Ray was not lying. Immediately on your left is a building that can only be described as an inn or a tavern, something that definitely you're going to be wanting to stay in. Looks very homely, fairly despite what the map says, fairly sizable. So you wish to enter the establishment.
Does it look nice?
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it looks nice. It doesn't look like outstanding by any means. In fact, Dweezil, you failed 2 of them. Give me another perception check.
Oh gosh.
Dweezil, describe the
15.
logo above the door to me.
He wants me to describe. I can't. Am I allowed to describe the logo, or would you like to describe it, Nathan?
Well, give me a second. I'll go through your perception check first of all.
Yeah.
So what I'll say is, obviously, you've got the building on the left, which is your first and foremost thing that you're after. But just as you get this other side of the wall and you're into the main body of Yartar, you notice that this is a completely different style of place that you've been to before. Obviously, Nightstone was a small sort of village, essentially, all walled in. Amphail was a bit bigger, tribal bigger still, but Yartar, they all sort of pale in comparison to the size of Yartar. You see it's literally just buildings everywhere. You cannot see far enough from where you are to sort of see the other side, like the end of the city. But at the same time, it's not like big in terms of, you've not got huge grand buildings or anything like that. All of the buildings are, well constructed. In fact, they're sort of different sort of decors, like almost like some of it's been torn down and rebuilt in a more, modern sort of fashion. But then there's still some oldie worldy type buildings that are still standing and still look, like they're not about to fall over by any means. They look like they're quite sturdy, but it's just this mishmash of different styles. But the building in particular that you're interested in, the fish out of water, I'll let you. I'll give you a bit of DM's discretion. I'll allow you to describe what the logo looks like. Right.
So, quite surprisingly, you were probably expecting like a painting of a rippling pond with a fish jumping out of it, but weirdly, it's got it's like an anthropomorphic fish. It's just a picture of an anthropomorphic fish who's kind of standing up on its tail as if its tail are feet, and on top of its head it's wearing like a knight's helmet with a visor and a big feathery plume, and in one of its fins it's carrying a sword, and in the other it's carrying a shield. So it's like a fish knight. There's no water to be seen. It is literally a fish out of water. Permanently, not just temporarily as it leaps like a salmon, permanently out of water. What do you think of the sign, Quinch?
I love it. It's unique. It reminds me of the art galleries of Vogabarg. Shall we go inside?
No. I'd like you to talk to me more about the art galleries of Vogabarg.
I feel compelled to talk more about the galleries of Vogabarg. Dweezil, you'll remember the long winding corridors, and you remember the conversation I had with that art dealer about the particularly modern piece that I think it was called Pattered Dawn, and it was quite literally a big lump of cow faeces in a bordered sort of grassy. I think it used acrylic. Mixed mediums, but fantastic stuff, and the aromas were really overwhelming.
Wonderful. I asked for it and he delivered. Well done, thank you. So yeah, there's you stood outside the Fish and Water with this lovely, beautifully described logo sign, and you get a sense of warmth coming from the building. There's obviously candlelight and lights going on inside. You hear a bit of merriment, a few singing voices. Nothing like too bawdy or anything. Nothing too sort of loud or anything like that. But just a sense of just a general nice inn, tavern, whatever. Heading on in.
Yes, I think we'd better tie the horses up first, though.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, you're still on the horses. Of course.
Of course.
But the entire time. They're fortuitously. There happens to be some beams outside where there's already 1 or 2 horses tied. So feel free to do
there's
similar.
Some animals.
What we got?
Couldn't have been an empty bar, could it?
What we got?
2 horses.
Couple of horses, a big horse, yeah.
What are your names?
Oh Christ.
And he could have just made them sleeping, but it sounds like he's going straight in for it.
Dexter. This one's also called Dexter.
I haven't got the mental capacity today to do this. It's nice to meet you, Dexter.
Thank you.
And maybe not so much you, Dexter.
Thank you.
If you could keep an eye on our friends, Dos, Trez, Kevin. We didn't even introduce Kevin to Kevin. Fuck. And Nathan. You keep an eye on our friends, and we'll be inside.
Okay.
Do you want a sugar cube or something? I don't have one. I'm just wondering.
I'm on a diet.
Good talking to you. We'll be inside.
So you managed to tie up all of your horses, and I assume Sebastian as well.
Sebastian, would you rather stay outside, or would you like to come inside with us?
Where are you going?
The pig and ball bearing.
I'll stay outside.
All right.
Glad you guys had that chat.
Do I need to tie you up, or are you just gonna stay here?
No, I'll stay here. I promise.
Okay.
And you almost get the sense he winks at you.
Can goats roll deception?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised we've had Sebastian this long and we've not given him a stat block.
I'm for some reason envisioning the film Baby's Day Out, and it's like the night of Seb's big night out. No, sorry, carry on.
I was having this, just on a tangent. I was having this conversation with Romana about our game and Sebastian, and she's convinced that we're just saving him to sacrifice him for Ramadan.
Well, maybe now.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's
assuming
his greater purpose.
Yeah. Assuming that horse antics are out of the way, you head in. Who's leading the party? Who's heading first in?
Who looks the most aristocratic?
Oh, Greg, all day. Greg's going in.
Yeah. Send the boy Greg in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg walks in, and the scene inside is very much probably what you would have imagined from the outside. You walk in. There's in terms of the time of day, it's getting on. It's pretty late at night now. It was probably around sort of 10 o'clock at night. But there's still quite a lot of people up around, partying, enjoying themselves, having drinks. You see, there's like a couple of guys at the bar just slugging away at drinks. There is indeed, although it wasn't suggested that they would be there. There is indeed actually a family with a small boy over in the corner of the tavern, enjoying themselves. There's a little party of about three guys and one woman at a table, just rolling dice, playing some form of game. And then there's just like a guy in the corner. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's a guy in the corner just playing some sort of instrument. I don't know what. Stuart, give me an instrument that someone would play.
Dulcimer.
A dulcimer, playing a dulcimer, and just sort of like very drunk. And just, he's not official entertainment by any means. He's just in the corner, just strumming his dulcimer and just sort of singing some random tunes, very much out of time and tune, and possibly out of words.
And what time is it by now? About
10 o'clock at night.
I don't know about you fellas, but I'm pretty tired, and I grow weary of antics in inns. I want not to fight with any of these people. I want not to find out the name of that song. I merely wish to retire to a bed of my own in private, and have private dwellings and private matters to take place within my room. Private.
Well, okay, let's go and ask our good friend over there, Steve, if he's got any rooms for the evening, shall we? Steve, over here.
It's common practice to call the barkeep to you at the front door.
As you shout, Steve, over here, all of a sudden you see from below the bar, essentially this head just pop up out of nowhere, and it's at this point you realise actually you didn't see any bar staff or anything, and he just obviously hears his name being called, but doesn't realise where it's come from. So you just sort of see this very confused guy just looking around, like looking for someone, like trying to get his attention.
Let me hear, Steve. Your eyes do not deceive you. The circus is in town.
All right, what are you doing over there?
Well, wait, I wasn't sure who Steve was, so I just want to shout out your name.
Well, I'm Steve.
All right, Steve.
Are we going? Sorry, are we going to do this? Are we going to do this from this distance, or?
Well, unless you come here, I guess so.
Well, I'm not going to come there. Are you going to come here?
Quid starts walking over at the very least.
Discount.
Krill just sort of shoves him from behind and just sort of, whilst he's dragging his heels, he's just sliding along the floor towards the bar.
Can I have a contested strength check between Greg and Krill, please?
Please.
I think you've got this pretty easily, considering I just rolled a 2.
It's a 21. He slams into the bar like.
Is Greg dead?
Greg, bless his heart, probably doesn't even realise. He probably thinks that Steve's getting closer. He thinks that Steve's come to him because he doesn't realise that Krill's pushing him.
Thanks, Steve. It was great of you to come over to us.
All right, how are we going to help?
We would like some lodgings for the evening, please, my good sir.
Oh, lovely. How many rooms do you want then?
Do we want a room each? Room between two? One room between all of us?
I'm not sharing with Dabble.
What are your prices, please?
Well, we've got So we're looking at five silver pieces a night.
Listen, lads. I will pay for this one.
Apparently, in that case, then we're having 5 rooms, please.
5 rooms. How many nights are you staying for then, boys?
Let's just do one for now, and we'll go from there.
Just the one night, yeah.
3 weeks.
I like
We're staying for 3 weeks.
question why we need 5 rooms and there's only 4 of us. Oh, no, there's 5 of us. Oh, I can't count.
Who did you forget?
I don't know. I just thought you would say person again.
Have you boys got any horses or anything you want stabling?
Yeah, we got 5 horses too.
And a goat.
Okay, that'll be another 2 silver pieces total.
Krill is bad at maths. Could you just give me a total to deduct from my current coin purse?
So that's 5 silver pieces each for the night. So that's 20. If you're staying the one night, that's 25, and then another 2 silver pieces. That's 27 silver pieces, please. And you want any food or drink?
That's included in the 5 silver pieces, isn't it?
Yeah, bed and breakfast.
Bobby,
not?
Bobby and Ray at the gate sent us here. They told us that for 5 silver pieces a night per person, it was full bed and board.
They said
Bobby is always doing this. Bobby is always sending them and telling them about the food. You guys always turn up here and you're always disappointed. I'm afraid I'm not doing the food for you. I'm not doing the food and drink, I'm afraid.
He said if we use the code Bobby20, we get 20% off.
And free delivery.
I'll tell you what, I will give you 20% off, but I'll also give you 20% less food. How does that sound?
That's okay.
Bob
Just
kind
don't
of butters to him. For this price, the nuggies better be pretty fucking good.
Listen, I just give him 3 gold pieces because I don't have enough silver. So
Pay well over yours.
I'm paying an extra. What's that? An extra
3 silver pieces.
Yeah, it's really not that much.
Greg, ask him if he's got any tiramisu.
Well,
he can pay for that in bloody self. Like
it would be up to my usual standards, even if he did sell it here.
Yeah. No, listen. This has all got a bit out of hand. Right. So, thank you for your 3 gold pieces, and he's a very honest guy, and he will hand you back 3 silver pieces.
Oh,
right. So that's your board sorted. We've sorted that, and he looks over to Dweezil, and now about your food and drink, sir. We're not having this chat about Bobby again. Tell me, do you want anything to eat? Do you want anything to drink?
Yeah, what you got?
What do you want?
Nuggies.
What's the local cocktail that people come to Yartar for?
They have the River's Delight.
I'll have one of those, please, extra large.
Oh,
Just a
2
glass
minutes.
of
2
water.
minutes ago, he's just getting an early night, and now he's on the
lash.
cocktails.
It's literally just a glass of filthy water.
It's a nightcap.
And you see, so he's right. So that's one River's Delight, sir. And he points to Dweezil.
Yeah,
We've
go
got-
on. I'll have a
you tell me
Rivers.
what you have a River's Delight as well.
I'll have a Rivers Delight.
Okay, that's 2 Rivers Delight.
Do you have any kahula?
For the purposes of this conversation, yes, we do, sir. Yes.
Oh, well, kahula, please.
Okay, one of those. And then he points to Dabov. And what about you, sir?
Make that a third. Was it Rivers Delight?
Another River Delight. And to the big guy over there.
I don't know. What have you got? Have you got a drinks menu?
I mean, we've got River's Delight, we've got Kahlua, we've got ale, mead, water, coffee.
The menu says Rivers Delight.
I reckon Krill drinks Stella. I bet he does.
I was actually going to ask for a large breakfast tea, please.
Chamomile tea, please.
Right, okay, I can
Yeah,
probably,
can I take a peppermint tea, please?
I could probably sort all of those things out for you. Just if you just give me a second, then that will be. Right, we'll call that another 2 gold pieces for the lot.
Jesus Christ. I suppose there's 3 cocktails in there. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's not happy hour, no. Fair enough.
No.
Happy hour.
So, is one of you paying for the 2 gold pieces? Are you divvying it up?
Krill. Krill.
Yeah, I think Krill kindly.
They all just walk away as he asks for the money.
Well, it sounds. I mean, to be fair, you're designated rider tonight, by the sound of it.
Yeah, with my extent, I'm pretty sure that my peppermint tea cost about a copper piece compared to their cocktails.
This is why I don't subscribe to the round system. Someone always gets fucked.
So you go and sit down. Krill, are you going to stay at the bar, or are you wait for the drinks, or?
Are you gonna bring these over?
Yeah, I can bring them over. Yes, fine. Go on, go and sit down.
Yeah, and with that, I chuck him a silver piece as a tip.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
We've been on hiatus, and Krill has really changed his tune until he forgets that he's changed it. Until he forgets he's changed his tune and goes back to his normal arsehole behaviour.
2 sessions from now, he's telling people why he deserves to have the magical arrows. So you'll go and sit down, and not long passes before Steven Stevenson's comes over, and he's got a tray, sits down, and he's got like he doesn't have a pot of tea, but what he has is a mug of tea and a separate sort of smaller glass that you can pour the mug into. He also obviously hands over the Kahlua to Greg, and then he hands over three cocktails to Dabov, Dweezil, and Quinch.
Describe these cocktails.
I was just about to.
Oh, nice.
These are 3 fine-looking cocktails. They're sort of they're blue, but they're sort of almost like a swirl of green within them. Like it's almost magical to look at how, although they're just mixed drinks by any means, but there's sort of almost like a little green tint to them you sort of see every now and again. And in the top, he's put what would be the fantasy equivalent of like a little umbrella in the top. It's very crude. It's just a stick with a bit of parchment on top, and and there you go, 3 Rivers Delight.
God,
Can I ask what's in a River's Delight?
I don't know why It's just a load of local alcoholic beverages that we put together, and it's we actually store some of it in the river out the back to keep it all nice and cool. That's where the delight comes from, and the river comes from in the river's delight.
Where's the delight come from?
The service, sir.
Oh.
Dabov just says, and when does that arrive?
Oh, very, very good, very good.
Takes a sip.
Oh, there's the delight. That noise.
I can see why people come to Yata.
It's a very sweet cocktail, like incredibly sweet. Quinch gets. It's very fruity, and there's just a hint of fish in the background.
That's what I was getting. The hint of fish
in your cocktail. So, and while he's with you, he sort of like dips his hand into his pocket and he hands over 5 keys. I don't, all I say is, obviously you can stay for the night. I don't want any trouble. I don't like any trouble under my roof. Other than that, have a nice time at the Fish Out of Water. And if there's anything you need, then, you already know my name. I'm Steve. Come and grab me. I can do whatever you need. Stop suggesting that he's some sort of male prostitute, Stuart, because this is the 3rd time you've joked at him servicing you.
Thanks, Steve. I'm quite tired this evening, but... Okay, guys, so what's the plan for tomorrow?
It seems silly to be in Yartar and not at least have a cursory kind of poke around. As you know, Quinch, I'm a city boy at heart. We've been poking around in these backwater towns for the last few weeks, and I have been yearning for a bit of big city life.
Yes,
but obviously, Greg doesn't feel particularly comfortable here, so
I think we should just merely go find the biggest building we can, have a poke around inside, maybe break in, maybe not. Very, very casual. How's your father? And then on our way.
Do you know what? It feels like it'd be remiss for us to not at least start some kind of fire while we're here.
Just even if it's a very, very small one that causes very, very little damage.
Yeah.
And with that,
so that's the plan, isn't it?
With that, you see Krill sort of a little knife just trying to whittle little scraps of wood off the table for like kindling.
Why are you defacing the Fish Out of Water? Krill and Mosey was here.
Dweezil can't help himself. The fella on the dulcimer,
of course,
over the other side of the room,
of course.
Can I? I'm going to go over and ask him if I can have a go.
Does he have a look on his face like he believes himself better than Dweezil, despite not knowing that Dweezil's a bard?
Yeah, but he's learned from Catamon, so
yeah, just anyone playing an instrument is pure competition, instant rivalry.
So you go over to the gentleman playing the dulcimer, and he's not like, for someone such as yourself, both Stuart and Dweezil, it's almost painful to hear him playing somewhat out of tune, singing out of tune. And as you approach, you start hearing some of the words, and you just hear him going, "And the pig was in the fight, and the pig was doing all right." and as you approach, and as you get closer, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to say to him, a fellow musician, sir, do you mind if I perhaps have a little look at your dulcimer?
And the pig was... Sorry, you talking to me?
Absolutely, sir. It's a fantastic looking dulcimer you've got there. I'm something of a musician myself. Can I have a little look at it?
Yeah, all right then. There you go. Have a little bang on that.
I'm going to give it a little tune. Using my thieves' tools, because they're the closest things that I've got to like a tuning key. Just going to give it a little twiddle around, have it a little tune, and I'm gonna give it the full the full Dweezil effect, minor illusions, the lot, and smash out a tune for the bar.
Is it going to be Wonderwall?
I'm going to do The Pig Was in the Fight though, because it is a song that Dweezil knows. So I'm gonna blast out the full band version of The Pig Was in the Fight and The Pig Was Doing All Right.
Would you like to add any lyrics to it as a songwriter?
Quinch is covered in his own shite.
Oh, there we go. Excellent. It rhymes perfectly well.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dice and Desire. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us a review. Also, go check out our Instagram and Twitter pages. The handle for both is Dice and Desire. So, until next time, stay safe, adventurers.
Oh, there, sailor. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you yearn for high seas adventure and piratical mayhem at the roll of a D20?
Yes. I'll just toss you your shirt.
Very sassy.
No, I drink beer and I fart in my sleep.
Now that I got your attention with sex,
Welcome to my pub, the Wizard's Sleeve.
It's still a cow that I'm gonna get in a bag. Do you know how big a cow is?
Don't put gold in your ass. That's not the catchphrase we were looking for.
It is one that we often use at this group,
Enough
though.
about where you keep your secret stuff.
It's not in my anus. Stop it.
Then sign your name in blood. Join the Rovers and your crew on their adventures every Wednesday, wherever you find podcasts.